Classic League Podcast time!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 316 of the Classic Elite Podcast. My name is Scott. I've got Kevin with me. Kevin, what is going on, man?
Hello, not much. How's it going with you?
It's going well. It's going well.
Cool.
I don't know. It's time for a podcast. Sorry we missed the show last week, everybody. So
Shit's getting real. We're still quarantined. I don't know why I sound like that. Never doing that voice again. I apologize. You know the weird thing is you can't see my headset because of my fat beard now. It's like hiding right behind it.
it's like you're just super high tech.
Yeah,
I like it.
No, it's because I haven't
Beard looks
shaved in a
good.
long time.
Looks good.
Thanks.
I'm wearing a hat because I've got corona hair. Mine's getting pretty shaggy, and I'm starting to realize it's maybe going to be a very long time before I get my hair cut, and that stinks.
Yep, people are cutting their own hair now. Luckily, I had a haircut before this whole thing went nuts.
I couldn't have timed my most recent haircut more perfectly, but at some point I'm out of time, and I just haven't had hair that's creeped out to this long. I'm getting close to like when I was in college. I went 6 months or so before without a haircut, but
See, but for you, you still have to go to work because you're an essential worker. I get to work from home as an essential worker, so I didn't give a damn how I looked before. I always look homeless, no matter what I do.
So the vintage T-shirts and the beard. And I've got a lot of Zoom calls at work too, so
I've never used Zoom yet. I've used Teams, I think, where my daughter was right here during video conference call. Luckily, it was people I work with, so they're all like saying hi to her. But I'm like, don't ever do that again. I'm like, well, that's what I got to do, man.
It's funny. Everybody apologizes as though they're the only kid or dog that has like interrupted a Zoom meeting, and in fact, it's the other way. I'm the anomaly that doesn't have the interruptions.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the people that have made their own videos that, like I saw one guy that faked that he interrupted himself.
So I didn't see that.
So he's in a Zoom call, it looked like he was in his bedroom because of the way that he had used the green screen and interrupted himself to mess with people, which I thought was pretty clever.
I saw someone turn into a potato. I didn't know how to not turn themselves into a potato.
Okay, that's fun. I was in a meeting today, and the consultant guy running the meeting, he was on a beach goofing around, so a lot of people are having fun with it.
Yeah.
So this is a video game podcast. We're going to talk about video games and what we've been playing, some of the things that have been in the news, and other media. Some other media as well. So usually, like a TV show or movie will come up. Oh, I saw Sonic. I got to talk about that. Yeah,
I was just about to say.
So I don't know. Where do you want to start, man? Were there new releases that you wanted to cover?
I want to hear your thoughts on Sonic.
So we're going to start off with talking about Sonic. I heard a review of Sonic, and someone called it appropriate.
Appropriate.
Yes. Okay. And I fully agree with that sentiment. I was really, really impressed with the movie. The humor was handled well. It was very appropriate. Like, if I was a kid, I would have absolutely gone bananas over this.
Absolutely.
As an adult, I really appreciated the thought that went into it. The Easter eggs lived up to the hype. You had told me there were a lot of them. Yep. I think all kids understand that when a property gets turned into a movie, they're going to change things a little bit. They were totally reasonable with the changes. That still felt very Sonic. I was happy. People said that Jim Carrey was finally the old Jim Carrey, and I agree with that. He was excellent. Yep. I couldn't believe it. What's his name? Tom Welling or whatever? Who's the
Cyclops guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember his name. Generic white guy.
Was good. And whoever his generic black girlfriend I don't remember her name either. What a 10. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And I will spoil it with a one joke. Sonic early in the movie knows these two characters that live together, and she's doing yoga in the backyard, and he comments about how flexible she is. Like, apparently this one doesn't have bones or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
what a cute little fun thing. So,
Did you notice the echidnas at the beginning of the movie?
the what?
The echidnas?
What's the echidna? I don't know what
The
that
Knuckles
is.
tribe.
The Knuckles tribe. No.
Yeah, so so Knuckles is an echidna, whatever animal that is.
Okay.
Whatever Knuckles is, that's what he is. He's not a hedgehog. He's an echidna.
Okay.
And at the beginning, when that owl lady is like telling Sonic to run,
Yeah.
those things that are attacking him are the echidnas. They all look like Knuckles. If you watch it again,
Oh, I will. Yeah.
they're wearing helmets, but you'll see their hands are Knuckles, and they have the same eyes as Knuckles, and you see the red hair.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, when I said I was like, oh my god, Hannah, that's Knuckles. I was so excited for that. Knuckles is my favorite.
I might want to own this on Blu-ray.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
You stayed until after the credits or mid credits. Wasn't the credits beautiful?
The credits were excellent. Yes.
The whole movie in like 16-bit.
So I just like wait, the whole movie in 16-bit.
Yeah, the credits. They did the whole movie again in 16-bit graphics during the end credits.
The entire movie?
Yeah, they went from the beginning to the end, and well, they didn't like play the whole thing, but they did clips of it.
I'll have to go rewatch it. I must have missed that part. The last thing I remember was character stuff. So
No, like during the credit scene where it shows like the names of the people who worked in the movie, the background is all like 16-bit graphics of the movie.
Okay, I'll have to go look at it again. That must have been playing, and I was dicking around on YouTube or something.
Oh, okay.
Because I got to the part where like it was clearly the shit credits, like the black screen, slow crawl. There's nothing after this.
Yeah,
I made it that far, so I just must not have been paying any attention.
No, you weren't. Unless they removed it on the home release for whatever reason. But it was beautifully done. It was the game as if the movie was a game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. It was a really cool movie, and I think my favorite video game movie now, I suppose.
Right. And it's funny because there's so many types of these movies where you have like a guy and like a cartoon, the Smurfs, Peter Rabbit, Winnie the Pooh. But this is Sonic. Like this is a character that has like humor, and they could have really fucked it up by making him like really cringy and doing stupid humor, which he does do, but like he dabs or not dabs. He does the floss, which people have been saying, oh, Sonic does the floss. I hate people who are like our age who don't understand that some things are just not for us. He flossed, yes, but our fucking movies did the Macarena. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate that. Like that's not for you. Clearly it's not for you. The kids that I sat next to
no one in real life thinks that way though. The only people you're seeing that from are on Twitter.
It's weird though when people get upset about it. It's like I watched the new Trolls movie because my daughter loves Trolls, the original one. And I've watched it so many times to the point that I have to like it now because I've seen it a lot.
Okay.
So we rented Trolls World Tour, which normally I would have been like, fuck this noise. But we rented it, which I hope this is the new model that coronavirus is trying to figure out. Like, we don't have to do movie theaters. It was $20 to rent, which I thought was reasonable because you get to keep it for 3 days and it's cheaper than going to the movie theaters, which is not worth it. We made our own popcorn. We had, we did all the snacks. And forgot the point of this story was. What the hell is it going to go with? Trolls?
Trolls 2, you liked it or something? Or you had to watch it?
You rented it?
You rented it movie theater at home? Society's changing. We don't need movie theaters anymore.
Well,
we'll talk about something different. It'll come back. It'll shake loose.
Yeah. But my point is that I want movie theaters to see that we can rent these movies. Oh, Sonic's going to be our next movie we're going to rent on this week on Friday to watch it again. But I hope that movie theaters see that, this is a new way of
why do you want movie theaters to see that? You just want them to voluntarily close up and say fuck it?
No, I want the option to be able to rent a movie from home, like the way they did this with Trolls. Like Trolls was supposed to go out in theaters and they had to release it in home video this way on demand. Like Sonic was already in theaters before now, but Trolls would have been in theaters now.
Yeah.
So having the option to watch a movie from home like this is
having
good.
the option to watch it at home day of release is excellent. Don't get your hopes up about that being a trend that sticks.
Well, that's why I kind of supported it because I wanted to see like people will pay for this. Oh, that's what I want to say about people.
I know people
like older, like other people complaining about movies that are not for them. So I was watching comments about people saying that Trolls is ruining rock and roll. It's a kids movie. Like you're gonna hear Crazy Train and I Love Rock and Roll. It's a kid. It's not for you. It's for the kids. That's the same thing with Sonic. Some stuff he does in it is not for you. It's for the kids. There are stuff in there for you, like everything else. So it's okay if he flosses. It's okay. I still have no idea how to do it, but it's okay.
It's confusing.
I'm glad
me.
you.
I can't figure it out. Huh? You got it.
Yeah, neither can I. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was
very
excellent.
happy that you enjoyed it.
I
just thought I had bad taste.
Well, I agree with you and Dustin. Like, I can see why Dustin texted me right after with with capital letters in one of the words. So
even my wife was like, "I liked it."
It was
I'm
cute.
like, right?
It was like a really well done buddy cop movie. I mean, you've seen it 1,000 times. You know, Karate Kid, like you had said, bunch of stuff. But they handled it well, and it was funny in the right ways. And
I like the turtle at the beginning. He was all shaky after because he was all scared.
The whole So Sonic the Hedgehog the movie is good.
Mm-hmm. Thank God. Now, don't you want the other version with the other model?
Yes.
See how that movie would have been, right?
Yes, definitely.
Because that exists. Same thing with cats with buttholes, which means there's a Lion King out there with buttholes too. Did you hear about that?
No. What? No.
So the movie, the movie Cats?
Yeah.
One of the people who worked on it said that he had to go in there and digitally remove buttholes.
Okay. Oh, is this part of the edit, like when they re-released the movie? Or
that's what people want now. They want the butthole edition of Cats.
Okay.
Where the buttholes are all in it, because cat buttholes are in your face. And that was my problem with the Lion King. No buttholes. Or genitalia, which is weird.
For a Disney movie,
how do you know,
yes. It was
how do you know he's a king?
It was in there somewhere.
I want to see my red rocket, damn it. Anyways, I'm glad you enjoyed not Lion King, Sonic. That's awesome. I can't wait. You rented it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or digital rental?
Yeah. We don't have.
Where'd you get it from? The
Voodoo?
Sony store?
Voodoo had it.
Who?
Voodoo.
Oh, I don't know what Voodoo is. I mean, I know like Black Magic, but no, I don't know what Voodoo is.
It's like a streaming app.
Well, that's the end of that conversation. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Amazon Prime or Netflix or whatever. It's usually the thing like when you get a Blu-ray. It's like I unlock it, the digital version on Voodoo. Buy Blu-rays. I don't know. I'm one of the only psychopaths that does that anymore. So
no, I buy Blu-rays too, but they're usually like.
Do you not take advantage of the code?
I do, of course I do. It's either iTunes or Google Play. It's the options I have.
Oh,
or Ultraviolet, whatever the fuck that was.
They got rid of that now. That's no longer.
Yeah, they did.
Thing.
Yeah.
I have movies
but I never heard
anywhere that's got some stuff in it, and I've got it's all a mess. It's stupid. Anyways.
Fuck Voodoo is our point. Yeah, stupid little face. But yeah, video games. So we can talk about the games that came out. I guess since we missed last week. What week was last week? Is that April 3rd week?
Today's April 15th. So last week was the Metacritic is down. That's cool.
No, mine's up. Because we didn't. Well, April 3rd was because we record on Wednesday, so that
April
was on Friday. Which
April 8th was when we recorded last, right? No. I'm an idiot.
April 1st.
April 1st. Just kidding.
Yeah. April.
It was that was sorry, never mind. Let's talk about video games that came out.
Speaking of which, I've come to realize I think I have TMJ.
Oh, great.
Where it hurts as hell to like press down or open. Like there's like a lock, which I never had before, but of course I can't go to the dentist. So my face is falling apart.
It's a good thing that you have a talking hobby then, so.
Oh, well, that's part of the problem, I think, is that I don't talk as much as I used to. So my mouth is like force closed. Oh, but it sucks. It hurts like hell. I was eating a steak tonight. I'm like, ow, 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 ow. Anyway, so the games that that came out on April 3rd, and we're going that far back because it's Resident Evil 3, which came out, and to my surprise, it's been getting reviews. Some people are saying it's too short, and other people are saying it's too short, and some people are even saying it's too short, which is fair because I heard
it's too short.
It's too short. They took out a lot of the parts in it, like the clock tower I saw, which I don't remember. I did a funny little poll on Twitter where I was like, "Hey, what game should I get? FF7 or Resident Evil 3?" And people were like, "Hey, get this one." And then I'm like, "Haha, I got both of them already because I never said it was remakes." 6 volts. I don't have that many fans.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Showed you guys. But I still want it. I will probably get it at the $40 range because I'm very tired of buying these games and then 2 weeks later they're like, hey, we're on sale. Don't you feel stupid that you're still playing this game that you just bought 2 weeks ago? And I love Resident Evil 2, the remake, so I don't know. It comes with Resident Evil Resistance, which is like an online thing, but I'm not gonna. Come on, who wants that?
That's
Why
also
bother?
that's also not getting high marks.
Well, of course, because no one wanted it. But then Capcom did release a forum today saying, "What did you think of the game? What do you like this to add in the game?" So that's good. At least they're listening. People are like, "Give me the Clock Tower with DLC. Damn it, I'll pay full price." Motherfucker, no. Whatever's missing in there, because I don't remember that game. Just give it to me for free. I don't understand if you're gonna make a remake, why take things out? I don't get it. It's a remake. I want the same thing, but prettier. Stupid people. Anyways, I don't see anything else that really stuck out besides Gigantosaurus, the game, which came out March 27th. I hate that show. There's also Totally Reliable Delivery Service, which is a game for the Steam, which is kind of, I heard, like the silly version of what's that game with the guy with the delivery?
Oh, I thought it was Overcooked. Oh, are you talking about Death Stranding?
That's the one. Yeah, I heard that this game is like a really crappy version of that.
Oh, okay.
And it's also abbreviated to Turds. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but TRDS.
That's great.
Right? So that came out as well. Resident Evil Resistance came out as well. A game called Below. Have you heard of it?
No, I can't tell if you're doing a bit right now or not.
I'm not. That's why. Have you heard of Below? I'm going through the list.
I have not heard of Below. It's a
All right.
classic roguelike.
Below, not Below. Okay, we're a mature podcast here. Below. I mean Below. I fucked up my own joke. Anyways, of course, the big game that came out was Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I want so badly, but I can't afford $80 right now.
Just wait until it's 2031 and the entire collection comes out.
Oh yeah, because this is like part 1.
Yeah.
Right? Part 1 is like 40 hours, though. I heard.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of time to get through. I'm hearing really positive stuff about it. I've listened to some spoilers, like kind of discussions about it, and it's really cool. I want to look up the
Put that on the box. Really cool.
Yeah.
Classically.
Well, I didn't play the game, so I don't know, and I'm not going to, most likely. So.
Holy, why not? What do you have against it? What, you think you're too cool for this world?
Yep.
Have you played? You're so insulted by that. Have you played the original?
No.
I forget. I ask you this every time.
Every time. Hey, Kevin.
Have you played Resident Evil? No, I'm joking. I know you haven't.
No, I've never played a Final Fantasy game.
Right. I mean, that's cool. You know, some people like to try new things. Some people just say, "Fuck it, no, I don't want to."
Yep.
What do you have? Have you tried a demo at least?
Of Final Fantasy VII. I did install the demo.
Oh, that's
and
good.
then I forgot that I did and didn't turn it on.
That's even better.
But
There's free themes too.
I installed it
for a bunch of characters you don't know. You can have that as your background.
I want to say
so every day you open up. Who's that guy?
Dude, it might even have been you on Twitter that said something about themes on Final Fantasy VII. I was like, ooh, I should download that.
That's probably me.
So I can have,
spiky hair guy, black guy, dead girl. I'm so far so good.
Yeah, if I were to play a Final Fantasy game right now, it would be 6. I really, really do want to play 6.
Is that the one with Terria?
I don't know. It's the second one on the Super Nintendo. It's 3 here.
Second one.
On the Super Nintendo, there were 2 of them, and it's the second one on the Super Nintendo.
If that's the one I think it is, that's the one I probably tried like 4 times. I couldn't get into it, but it's me. I know it's me.
It is
SteamWorld Magic?
I have no idea. The reason
cool.
it's just because I get a Chrono Trigger vibe. That's the only reason I want to try it.
Okay.
And one of the Chrono Trigger dudes was part of it.
But you see how I tried Chrono Trigger like 7 times, and I'm like, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
And with Final Fantasy VII, you're like, no, fuck it, I don't want it. Let's just try it. Give it a shot.
I'm not gonna go out of my way. I mean, if it's there, maybe if I remember about it. I don't know. What I can. I don't.
You're lost for words.
I don't know how to articulate that. I just don't care about the game.
I mean, that's fair. That's how I feel with every sports game that comes out. I'm like, wow, NCAA. Oh, I get to play as Jonathan. Look at him. I go to school with that guy. That's what NCAA is, right? College football.
Yes.
There you go. Smart.
Well, NCAA is just college athletics.
Smart. But it's also isn't NCAA? I know that for a reason. That's a thing, right? Like,
Yes.
it's not FIFA. It's NCAA.
Correct.
I keep changing my sports. Okay. Which one is it? What is NCAA?
It is
National.
It's National College Athletics Association. So, like fencing and basketball are also in the NCAA.
Oh, but their game's named that, right? NCAA 2020.
Correct, because it's like the brand. The NCAA is the nonprofit affiliation that governs athletics for some of the universities in America.
So there could be an NCAA game for football and one for fencing.
Theoretically, yes. It would have been more common at basketball, but yes.
So it's really just called college athletes, the game.
Yes,
branding
yeah.
is
Instead of college athletes, it's NCAA. Yes.
Okay. Yep. And you guys are all okay with this? Okay. So got it.
Yeah,
I'm the crazy one here. Got it.
I understand how objectively silly college athletics is to root for.
No, that's fine. It's just the fact that NCAA is the brand as opposed to like NCAA F for football, the CAF. That makes sense.
They do that on ESPN. NCAA F is the football and NCAA B is the basketball.
See that? Look at this fucking guy. I've never even heard that before, and I thought of what already exists. Isn't ESPN a channel?
God damn it.
Is it not?
It is.
I watched the OJ Simpson thing on ESPN too or some shit.
Yes, that
So
is.
there you go.
You know you're Americana.
So that's a channel and also a sports thing.
Yes, ESPN is like
and
a website.
I'm the crazy one. Okay.
I never
like
called
live
you.
and
Hey,
live.
don't straw man me. I didn't call you crazy. I'm not arguing with
I'm
you on
just
Twitter,
saying.
huh?
I'm just saying. It's like read and read, how they both spell the same and mean completely different things.
Yeah, that's
the English language is fucked.
English language
and if
is
you guys keep throwing around NCAAs and
you
ESPN
guys.
left and right. Yeah, I went there. You people. That's
What do you
right.
mean, you people? So did you play the Final Fantasy VII demo?
Yeah, we spoke about it like 5 weeks ago.
Forget. Or you don't remember if I played
And somebody
it? I don't have to
said I was
remember if
crapping
you
at
played it. You don't have to remember if I played it. Okay.
it. We had a lovely heart to heart about it.
I'm sure we did. That was before Corona, right? So
That's true.
like that feels like a different existence.
And we're just like, we had other things to do. Now we're like, oh, talk to me, please.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Nice to hear a different voice.
I'm the type that totally gets burnt out on being social. And I'm at my wit's end right now. The only people I was around my parents briefly on Easter, but otherwise it's all people I work with. Like, so I have to be around them. Like,
Yeah.
Not that I don't enjoy being around, but there's a difference between your work people and who you really want to be around.
Yeah.
And even I am like ready to be around people again.
Yeah. I went by my sister's house to drop off some chocolates for the kids. We social distance, don't worry. And her and I were like, for like 3 hours, 4 hours, just talking to each other from like across the street.
Oh, I'm sure.
We're just my daughter was like, can we go home? I'm like, talking to someone else who's not you.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna ask me for any cheese.
Get more interesting, okay?
Have a different topic to talk about. No, I don't want a Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm starting to kind of get that itch of needing social people to.
Just like I want to like
the option.
have one too many beers at the bar. Like I just want to be out and about a little bit. And I don't even like going out, but now that I can't.
Yeah, we go around the block and then people give me like cut eye. Like,
Well, you're in a way different. Like you're in a big ass city.
I guess
it is. You're more densely populated.
Yeah, Yeah.
So like we have some corona cases, but in like my town, I think we've had 21 cases, something like that, out of the thousands that have been tested.
Oh, I wonder where we're at. Probably like thousands.
Yeah, but I mean, we also have a very low population compared to you. It's just
Yeah.
one of those things where I don't get the stink eye if I'm walking around. People just avoid each other, or like when you're at
Oh yeah, no.
when you're at the store, they have all the aisles are one way now.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
so you can
I mean,
only
it sucks unless
so you can't
miss
cross
something,
each
yeah.
other. Yeah, it sucks if you miss,
Okay.
but whatever.
It's like making a left turn somewhere. You're like, fuck.
But that's it. It's just fuck.
Yeah.
It's better than passing disease.
Dying?
Yeah. So, well, I don't think I would die if I got corona. I would just feel bad if I gave it to other people. All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for the news this week. So,
No,
or not the
that was
news,
new
the
releases.
I mean, let's
Yeah.
talk about.
So Final Fantasy 7, I'm gonna get it eventually. I was like, okay, so hold on. I know we're just saying let's move on, and I'm like, hold on for a second. Okay, there's two games I want: Resident Evil 3 and Final Fantasy 7. I am home a lot, and I can technically afford Final Fantasy 7 because I'm no longer paying for daycare. I'm no longer paying for gas. I'm no longer paying for cigarettes. I'm no longer paying for a lot of things that I normally would be paying for. And anything I have paid for, like, I don't know, like extracurricular activities for after work for my daughter, have all been canceled. And that money's coming back. So I can technically afford and bite the bullet on this game for $80. But I have 7,500 other games in my backlog that I should probably get to before I get to this one.
Probably.
Right? So I can wait, right? I can wait. I don't
Can you wait? The problem is you've already bought Final Fantasy VII before, and that's
I
when
did.
and that's when you're at your weakest. When you've already bought a game, that's when you have your hardest time not buying it again.
Because I know it's good, and I've played the demo, and I know it's good, and it's a long experience. Like Resident Evil 3, I don't know if you heard, it's short. But Final Fantasy 7 is 30 to 40 hours long, so I've heard. But it's only part 1. Or is it? I don't know.
No, it definitely, there's no or is it? It's part 1 of blank. 3.
Oh, is it? It's like Ares dies and then like wait 5 years for the next game. And I'm like,
I don't
binge watch,
dude. I don't think
caught up.
I don't even think they're in that stratosphere yet,
Yeah,
story wise. So, no, my point is they haven't mentioned how many installments there are going to be. Like, is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 5?
Why are they making so many? Just make one. Just make one. One disc. Or 7 discs. I don't care, but make it one part. Final Fantasy 7 wasn't Final Fantasy Part 1. It was Final Fantasy 7.
Dude, if Final Fantasy 7, let's just say it's a 40-hour game.
Yeah.
So my understanding is this covered maybe the first couple of hours. Maybe they got through 10 or 20% of the game. So if they were to...
fair.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
So if they are to take that methodology, if they really want to flesh out the story to that degree, at some point, like you have to realize that in order to do that, they do have to release it in chunks because they have to recoup money. Like if it took them, this many years to get the engine all together and a good game, a good portion of it out, while it should theoretically be a little bit quicker to get new iterations out, if they were to wait until they were completely done, at this current pace, they would never release the game, and then they would have to sell, twice over what Grand Theft Auto 5 has done, like the biggest media property ever. You know what I mean?
But that's their fault.
Yeah.
They changed the gameplay. I mean, all you had to do was take this existing franchise, slap it with HD, release it again. That's all we asked for. When I say HD, I mean like Resident Evil 2 graphics compared to Resident Evil 2 graphics. Wow, that was dumb. Resident Evil 2 Remake compared to Resident Evil OG.
Sure, I know what you meant.
English. That's what I wanted as a Final Fantasy 7
It can't be
remake.
that easy. That's all I guess I'm saying.
But they changed so much in it by doing switch characters and changing the gameplay altogether. Well, all we wanted was just Resident Evil 7, but prettier. I don't want Popeye arms.
Okay.
I want Final Fantasy 7 graphics on PSP. Like, that's just make it look prettier. Keep the gameplay the same. That's what I'm saying. If you did that,
But they
You would
already
have had
but
the
that game. Okay, that game exists, right? It's every now and again people give you something that you didn't know that you wanted, right?
That's fair.
And the consensus, critically at least, seems to be that this is good. So,
But if you gave me a car that I didn't know I wanted, and you said this car is gonna have a jet engine, and I'm like, holy shit, I just wanted a regular engine, and you said yes, but you're gonna get it in 2 years, I'd be like, kind of want it now. Give me my original car, which is what they could have done with Final Fantasy VII.
what if
Here's
this is
the
more
regular
like
car.
a lease and you just get better? You just don't have a steering wheel for the first 2 years or something. I know I do understand what you mean. Like, why go to all of this when they could have done a Final Fantasy VIII type of an effort?
Sort of, yeah.
I understand what you mean, but I also kind of think like, look at the big balls on Brad. Holy crap. Like, what are they out there trying to do? What a wild idea.
Which would have been great if they only had Final Fantasy VII to focus on, but they were also focusing on Kingdom Hearts 3, which were both of them like colliding with resources. It's like either one or the other.
But it still turned
Probably
out...
Final Fantasy VII first, because that thing's been, you know who I blame this on?
What? Twitter?
Sony.
Well,
Because Sony did that. Remember when the PS3 was first announced? Sony did that fucking demo to show what the PS3 is capable of with what opening cinematic? Final Fantasy VII. And everyone went, holy shit, a Final Fantasy VII remake with these graphics. And Sony's like, no.
you have to blame
That was just a demo. Yeah. And then Sony was like, no, that was just a demo. And everyone's like, coming out next year? Okay. And then 15 years later, it came out. So Sony, bite me. Bite me.
I think it's cool.
I do too. I can't wait to play it. I really want it. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry. Now we can move on.
Let's talk about
stuck on the
let's talk
FF7
about
all
some more
day.
news.
I found this cute little article here on Polygon where 20 years later, Super Mario 64 fans discover that smoke was glitchy this entire time. Did you notice the smoke effects in 60 Mario 64? 60 Mario? Super Mario?
No, I did not have... I'd only played other people's 64 when I was growing up. Like, my brother had one, but I was in high school, so I wasn't playing games as much. And my buddy had it. That blew my mind the first time I saw it. That especially the penguin race down the slide. Like, holy smokes. But if you would have tried to tell me to imagine what the smoke was like in Nintendo 64 or Mario 64, I would not have been able to imagine the side-by-side. If you describe, though, like the pixely nature of it, where it looked like a bunch of like black pepper almost, or like big black chunks versus cloud plumes, I probably would have been like, oh yeah, I remember the smoke being like kind of patchy specks of black.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'd imagined it if unless you would have like led me to that vision.
I think I saw that, but I don't think that I did. I don't know. I probably saw it, but I think I want to say I saw it because the article told me it existed. But I probably saw it and never acknowledged that it looked weird.
That's where I'm at. Like,
yeah.
I don't think it ever seemed weird to me. It seemed like that's better than what the Genesis did. So yeah, of course. Yeah. But
so obviously it wasn't supposed to look like that because somebody went into the code and added like a happy face or some shit. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They added
one small line
extra
of code. They said.
Yeah, one small line of code. It's the same thing that what game was it? Aliens versus Predators. That game that like bombed on 360 PS3.
Alien, not Isolation. Alien Covenant. Alien Colonial Marines. It was Alien Colonial Marines. Yeah, where they had a typo in the AI, the tethering AI.
And then all of a sudden you saw how they were actually supposed to play. And if that was I mean, that game had a lot of faults, but that's funny.
Yeah.
Like that someone figured that out. Like, oh, he goes left and right instead of everywhere.
Yeah.
So they kind of did the same thing with Super Mario 64 where a little code thing, instead of having squiggly lines as a smoke, they actually looked like
smoke.
Some black smoke.
It's really neat.
I love that shit, man. Like, I never ever, like, now that I don't want to say I'm a coder because I'm absolutely not, but I've learned how to read script a little bit more with my work, and I play around with like script changes, and I kind of look at like source codes on websites and be like, oh, No idea what you're saying. But I like the idea of looking through something, just fucking around with it. But I wouldn't know how to make it emulate. Like I'd be like, oh, let me change this A to a Z. What happened? Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I love little things like that when you find out that something that you thought was normal this whole time was in fact incorrect. Wow, I fucked up that all. I dropped the ball right at the end there. I'm like, everything you know,
Right at the finish
wrong.
line.
Fuck me.
There had to be like a developer or project manager where this has been driving them nuts forever.
Losing sleep at night. They see someone smoking outside. They're like, oh, you notice how it's not squiggles?
Yeah, it's more like when you think back to like some way you embarrassed yourself in grade school, and you immediately get that embarrassing rush feeling again.
About 15 seconds ago when I stumbled at the end there.
There we go. In 15 years, when you think back on that moment, you'll be just as embarrassed as you are right now. Maybe there's a project manager out there that is like, finally they can see those freaking clouds. I tried to get that bug fixed through and I couldn't, or...
Well, you know, he was like, Tim, the smoke looks a little off. Yeah, but it's already out. Fuck. Wish I saw that before it went out.
Or he's like, oh, hey, I finally got that smoke finished. He's like, well, it's shipped.
It's gone. Sorry, man. We should put it in the next release.
There's got to be like a great like sitcom thing where there's a whole comedy of errors of the guy trying to get that done. You know? And like, then it gets turned in late and it's got shit smoke. I don't know. Whatever.
I love stuff like that, though.
So, yeah, I'm with you. I love it when people figure out what was wrong with games and we just never even realized it.
Mm-hmm.
So the Nintendo Switch had a big update that came out. I downloaded it. I have not taken any sort of a gander, but they did add some pretty cool features.
Yeah, it's actually noteworthy, which is why I put it here.
Yeah, they added a bookmark feature to news, so you can... I've never used the news, so that's interesting. Maybe I should try that out. But you can bookmark news stories up to 300, which is cool. Also, they added an option to transfer software between, or the data between system memory and SD cards. I guess I didn't realize that they weren't doing that already. There's an SD card on your Switch?
Yeah, mine has 64 in it. A 64 gig card.
Oh, yeah, under the stand or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one. But didn't the Wii have that? Why would that just now come to the Switch? I'm almost positive you could do that in the Wii. Actually, I know you could.
Wait, what do you mean?
Transfer data from the internal memory to an SD card.
No, I think this one kept it separated. Offspring. Where you had the card itself had to save data that you couldn't transfer to the
in the Switch
actual system.
Correct.
Yeah, in the Switch.
But in the Wii, you could.
Could you?
Yes. So that's I'm like really. I hate being like 100% positive about stuff on the internet. Then I'm using my memory.
Hold on.
I'm pretty damn sure you could change. Because I feel like I moved everything over to the SD card so I could move it to the Wii U. I did some transfer stuff. Anyways, I thought they've already had this technology.
But you can't do it for save data for whatever reason.
And this is all software data, it looks like.
Note that save data and some update data cannot be transferred to an SD card.
Oh, okay. I only read the first bullet point.
That's weird. Nintendo's gonna Nintendo.
There's got to be like a security or like a game hack reason or something. That seems stupid. They added the option to remap controller buttons. That's cool.
Which is really cool, yeah.
I just go to system settings and there's controllers and sensors. I wonder if they're going to finally remove the stupid borders from the NES and SNES.
That's so dumb. I couldn't believe that you couldn't get rid of that.
So
I know, press this button to go to suspend. I know. How the fuck do you go to suspend again? All right, this button. But yeah, it's dumb.
So you can customize the L, the R, on the Joy-Cons, maybe the whole Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Button configurations can be customized on the Switch Lite system as well. It's not available for other controllers, so you can only do it with a Pro controller, a Joy-Con, or a Nintendo Switch Lite.
What other controller would you be using?
There are third-party controllers.
Oh, okay, right.
Maybe like
my.
I have one. The SN30 Pro or something like that from 8-Bit Do.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
their
I
pro
didn't.
controller.
No, I didn't even thought about that. But then again, I don't have friends to play. So
Uh,
alone.
they added a new section in user settings for play activities, so you can display or delete play activity.
Oh,
It used to
okay.
be in your
So that
friends
was moved.
sections, I guess.
That's cool.
I guess.
I like to take a gander at what people play, but I added so many random people off Twitter because I got excited when I first got my Switch. It's like, do you want to add everyone on your Twitter? I'm like, yeah. I don't know who any of these people are, and I can't get rid of them because I might know who somebody is, even though I don't ever want to play with
You
them.
have really mucked up your Switch in a really funny way. You've downloaded all these games for a cent that you won't play. And
I took what you said last time to heart.
What I say
and
last
I
time?
deleted. You said I have too much crap on my game list, which is true. Which is why I didn't know what to play. Right, so I got rid of all the games. I looked at it and went, "What the fuck is this game?" So I'm like, obviously I'm not gonna play that. What the fuck is this game? Delete. What is this game? Delete. So I deleted all the games that I had
all right.
that were questionable, and I kept like the hard hitters, like Night Trap and Double Switch. Oh yeah, baby, I bought those games. I know their shit. But I never played them, so you know.
And remember,
I have this weird thing. If it's exclusive, like Sega CD games, I never played these games before, and I don't know how else to play these games. And it was $2, so yeah, why not?
Cool. Also, they added some. This is a big deal. This is really what the update's all about. Animal Crossing New Horizons has new profile icons.
Yep.
So you can be little characters from. Is one of these
Tom
guys
Dude.
Tom Nook? Which one's Tom Nook?
The raccoon-looking guy.
The one that got selected in the Margaritaville shirt? That's Tom Nook?
Yeah. He's a fucker who keeps making you pay his bill. Forget it. Forget it.
Pays bills. We're done. All right, moving on.
See, you couldn't do it either.
What do you? I said
I'm all
it.
about the Katie
Did I
slider. Did you? I don't know. We both mumble. And I also realized that the word mumble is a terrible word for people who mumble.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Kind of like enunciate.
Yeah, enunciate.
A little unfair for the people that struggle with enunciation.
So stupid. What an evil country we live in.
English.
Read and read. Living live. Whatever I was talking to you about before. NCAA.
Whatever. We're all confused.
Call
so, Resident Evil 4 Remake is not confirmed, but it looks like it's been in development for a long time.
And normally I don't put in rumors because they're normally bullshit, but I just thought it was funny because I kept telling you the Resident Evil 4 will not be remade.
And I kept saying
Absolutely not
be
remade.
remade. And I kept saying the only reason they got 3 out so quickly is because they want to get 4 out there. And if this article from Gaming Bolt is to be believed, it has been in development since 2018 and is scheduled to come out in 2022.
Which means that's why Resident Evil 3 I don't know if you heard this.
It's a little on the short side.
It's a little short side because they were focusing on this one instead. Resident Evil 3 was just something out there to make money.
And wasn't that the argument I was trying to make? That's what I thought was happening.
Right. Yes.
I love when I'm right.
I heard that the demo was one half of the game. No, it's not true. It's not that true.
We just brought that up because it's a fun callback. It was something that Kevin and I both remembered, so that's a big win for us right now anymore.
And I heard Resident Evil 8 is also in development, but it's a rumor that the next one's going to be focusing on werewolves and witches, which sounds like bullshit, but that's why they include it. But just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I heard
it better be in first person.
There's going to be first person and a continuation. Yeah. The rumor I heard was that it started as like add-on stuff for 7, and the team was too in love with it that they ended up rolling it out to its own game, which is why it would stay around that crazy family and in the woods or whatever. And that's why
I hope so. I fucking love that family. God damn, I love Resident Evil 7.
So, fingers crossed. It seems like it.
I'm sorry. I have to ask.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm not going to be stupid. I was going to ask you if you play Resident Evil 7, but I know you said you didn't play any Resident Evils, but I don't know if 7 made the cut.
Kevin, no. But I was in close proximity of the entire demo getting played.
Okay.
I downloaded. My brother's a huge Resident Evil fan, loves it.
Yeah.
So I downloaded the demo so that he could play the demo when I had a PSVR.
Okay.
So I watched
Gotcha.
him kind of play it on the TV. So I watched it, and
Is that the kitchen scene where he's like tied up?
yeah, we were definitely in the kitchen a lot. You went down in the basement, and someone kind of disappeared on you.
Oh, right.
You go to
Blair
like a
Witch
crawl
ending, right?
space
With
or
the guys
something.
facing. Yeah, the VHS camera.
Maybe.
Okay.
This was years, and we were drinking. So I mean,
Okay.
there was a hallway. I remember at one point though. It's kind of hard to articulate, but even though it was first person and in VR, it still was a Resident Evil to my brother.
Yeah.
Where he made some comment like, "Oh yeah, there's got to be something in there because there would be in other Resident Evil games." And sure as shit, it was interactable the way that.
Yeah.
And like there was a solution. He needed to find rope or something like that. And he's like, "It's probably here because that's just what Resident Evil does." And sure enough, it was in that drawer or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's amazing to me that they could get that je ne sais quoi in it, but it looked totally different.
Yeah. And I agree. Like I loved Resident Evil 7, and that to me was the scariest one because of the first person. After a while, it's not so scary because like any game, you kind of get used to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, like the first hour, even playing it, like I want to play it again now, and even now I'm like, oh fuck that! I don't want to get through that first hour. That first hour was terrifying, even though I know what to expect.
Sure.
And I hope like because they do that. The first 3 were like top view, whatever, isometric view.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next 3 were like over the shoulder view, and then 7, 8, and 9. I'm hoping a first person view.
Maybe.
I don't know. It makes sense.
It would fit the pattern nicely.
Fuck, that was such a good game. I want to buy the DLC, but $12. Final Fantasy 7's $80. I want that. I want Resident Evil 7 DLC. Should have been included. Damn it. I'm so angry at everything.
You're the perfect person to be obsessed
my
with.
Jaw hurts.
It couldn't be a better person to be obsessed with being on Twitter because you have this big heart and you get agitated so easily.
Because they tell everyone to go fuck themselves if they feel bad about it.
You just want things to be better.
Yes.
I get it.
God damn it.
So, that's cool. Also, another cool thing. Is that okay? Can we move on? I don't mean to. I said in an asshole way. I did not mean that.
No, it's fine. I called someone.
I've been in Zoom meetings too much.
You're like, hey, next topic.
Let's go. I got another meeting.
I called somebody an asshole on Twitter, and then they called me out for being an asshole. Then I apologized for being an asshole. Now we're friends. So there you go. It happens. He's like, he's like, I was being sarcastic. I know. I was being a jerk. I'm sorry. Let's be friends.
Yeah. Like 3-year-olds at the park crying over it.
No, just me. It's my fault. Hey, at least I admit that I'm being an asshole. Sometimes I just feel like being all jerky, and I suck at it. And then I feel bad. Especially if someone has a better argument. I'm like, fuck Trump. Why? He's done this, and this. That's good. I'm like, yeah, well,
fuck him.
Those are pretty good. I apologize. Let's be friends.
So,
anyways,
another cool thing. Sony has announced a play-at-home initiative. So they're giving away 2 games that they've already given away. So I'm sure there are going to be people that are going to complain about that, right?
That was me. I was like, I already have these games.
Kevin, no.
I thought it was PlayStation Plus games that they're announcing when I saw it.
Oh, okay.
So I was all like, you already did this. I already have it. And I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't PlayStation Plus.
This is just for...
Sorry.
The thing that is cool, so they're Drake collection, Uncharted, Drake's collection, the first 3 games, and Journey are getting released. Mm-hmm. The thing that has me excited about it, though, I should try to play Journey again. I've only played it once, and it was on PS3 when it came out.
I was thinking that too today.
And this would hopefully get a big push. So even though most of us already own it, right? Let's get back in there. And let's get the original Journey vibe again. This is a moment where you can get the Journey experience again.
It's kind of late. It's like a 2-hour experience. You can't stop playing.
Yeah, but you can help. But you can go in there to help other people. Just pretend. What I find.
Gotta go to bed.
All right, we're moving on. We're gonna talk about the.
No, I know. I know what you mean. You won't capture that thunder in the jar again. What's it saying? Lightning in a jar? Lightning.
In a bottle is what
A
Polymega
jar's a bottle. It's a different kind of bottle.
is what Polymega has with their new console that came out for vintage gamers, retro gamers. I'm trying to move on because
Oh, I see. Hold on, I want to go back to talk about how cool it is that PlayStation's giving away free games. You don't need Plus. They gave you 4 games, 4 very good games.
yes,
And that's really cool. What has Xbox done? Xbox versus PlayStation, bitch. Oh, they have Game Pass.
why is that your thought? Why in the world do you immediately go there?
I'm sorry.
Are you trolling
See?
me?
Let's be friends.
Are you... I just never know if you're in a bit or not. That
Well, most of the time I am.
That's not the coolest part of this though. The stay-at-home initiative. Kevin.
What's the coolest part?
That also they have set up a fund to help indie developer partners right now. So if you're a small independent game studio and you're a partner with Sony, they have a fund to help give you basically capital to keep things going. They set aside $10 million, and the stay-at-home initiative is to help indie developers as well raise awareness for what they're doing. So they're giving game players games, and it sounds like they're giving game makers some money because times suck right now. It's
They couldn't give a game that I don't have. Fuck out of here, Sony.
I just think this is really neat.
No, it is really cool.
That it's not just about their consumers. They're really taking care of the. You know, I've seen it said before, and it makes a lot of sense that if you're not the person that takes care of customers at work, you take care of the people that do take care of customers.
Mm-hmm.
And
You hear that, my workplace? Mm-hmm.
but it makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like that's the general attitude with, okay, indie developers make the games that our customers like. Let's not ignore them. So it was a bit unexpected, and I hope more companies that have partners in these kind of relationships, I hope that this is not an uncommon thing.
More free games. I agree.
Goddamn socialist. So yeah, but the last thing in news that I did want to talk about, I don't think you had a chance to check this out yet, Kevin.
No, I didn't.
Are you familiar with the Polymega by chance?
Nope.
I'll try to give a little Cliff Notes background. This was something that was announced under a different name a while ago. It's like a modular retro game system.
Okay.
And it isn't vaporware, kind of a thing.
Okay.
So there's a lot to it, but that is what it is. So it's coming out soon. And Modern Vintage Gamer on YouTube put out a review of it. And this is not an FPGA thing, like the Mister or the analog systems or anything like that. Some of you, this may be going over your head. Dumbass, this is mostly just talking to you, I suppose. But
is it a system? Sorry, I don't know what a
system.
Polymega is.
Yes. It's a retro game system, and it plays
like
all
one
your
of those
old
flashback
games.
thingies.
It plays cartridges and CDs. That's the thing that has this set apart. Is it's got a CD-ROM, and you just put your discs in it, and it plays PS1, PS2, maybe. Saturn is the big one.
Oh.
So, but it is
I have
software
three games.
emulation, so it's played. What'd you say? You have Saturn games?
I'm sorry. Only 3 Saturn games I have.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
The ones that came with it.
You've showed them on screen before or on stream.
Yeah. Virtual Cop, Virtual Fighter, Daytona.
There you go. They So this is it's more like having a Raspberry Pi that's running emulation software on it to play games. This is not running a Raspberry Pi. It's actually running an Intel chip with a custom motherboard. But it's that style. So it's using software versus the FPGAs that basically tell a CPU to act in a different way. Sorry, dumbass.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
that's
looking at
not
the
totally correct.
I'm
So
looking at the video right now just to kind of get an idea of what you're talking about. Um, it looks good. It's big, but it looks really cool.
yeah, and the thing is, it
Put that on the box.
it looks cool.
Really
Classically,
cool.
yeah.
Classically.
Real depth analysis that we have here. The thing about this system is it's not necessarily for me. I would prefer maybe an EverDrive solution or the Mister, which is more of what you were asking about. You just dump a bunch of ROMs on it, and then you have something that mimics the way the old hardware acted.
Oh no, I was talking about the Retrons, the ones that actually play cartridges.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is closer.
This sounds
to
like
that.
more of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing that I will say is I'm not a Saturn person. I have no nostalgia for it. I have no interest in getting into Saturn, but it was really impressive. The video that I saw from Modern Vintage Gamer was really, really
Well, the
impressive.
Saturn has always been hard to emulate, from what I understand. Like, I think they just released Panzer Dragoon for the Switch, which is one of the first like memorable Saturn games. And I actually played Daytona USA and Knights on the PS3 the other day, just because I was feeling like playing some Saturn games, which is weird that this came up. But yeah, so I know it is like hard to emulate. So it is.
That's my understanding too. Is this is like one of those unicorns for emulation guys? Like,
Yeah.
that one's always been super tough. So I have no big affinity for disc-based games. The two that I really want, I have. I've got Tiger Woods 2004 and Lord of the Rings 2 Towers. And someday I'll figure out a way to play those again.
Yeah.
So this isn't for me. But if I was into those games, if I did have a really good PS1 collection and a Saturn collection,
Yeah.
this is a sweet way to hook it up to a modern television.
Oh, I just realized I have Darkstalkers as well. Wonder what a piece of shit kid I was. My sister's boyfriend bought me Darkstalkers for the Sega Saturn way back when, and I cried because I didn't ever heard of it. And I wanted Street Fighter. I was like, Darkstalkers. I want Street Fighter. Yeah. Wow. I know, right? Wow. What an asshole. I didn't know what Darkstalkers was. I never heard of it. It was just like a fighting game of characters I'd never seen before or heard of.
I've been
But I wanted
disappointed.
Street Fighter.
I can't cast stones. I've totally been that disappointed before. I don't know if I
Mind
cried
you, I was
in front of
like-
somebody.
Well, I didn't cry in front of him. I probably said thank you and all that. But after that, I was like, And I like turned the game on its side, not to face me.
Okay, I thought you did it in front of him. Sorry.
Oh no. Like I probably was like, thank you so much, and I'm like, oh, what is this shit? It's half bad.
I've
half
totally
girl.
done that. Yes, I've been an ungrateful
Okay, yeah.
prick before, just not
Yeah.
to their face. That's what I thought you were doing.
No.
Cool.
So is this available in North America or?
It's like a pre-order. There was a Kickstarter thing. That's part of the drama, I believe, is... I don't really know how to articulate this very well, so I will recommend to watch Modern Vintage Gamer's YouTube video. I watched it once, so I'm going from memory there. And I watched Bob from Retro RGB on YouTube talk about it a bit, and he basically referenced Modern Vintage Gamer's stuff a lot. So,
Sorry, I saw the first comment. Polymega. We don't want you opening the system. MVG. So anyway, I started blasting because he started reviewing it right away.
yep.
Oh, that's funny. I heard that Turbo Graphics came out with a mini too.
Oh, they did, and I'm hearing that it's
in
cool.
Japan though.
I'm hearing it's good, but it's not of interest to me. I don't.
Like I want it because I've never had it and it's Turbo Graphics and I feel like I should have it. But again, like you, I don't have any nostalgia or care for it. And a lot of the lists of the games I saw were like, because Turbo Graphics shares with PC Engine, is that correct?
It's the same, like Mega Drive and Genesis.
Okay, so that's what I saw then, because in like 10 games is like Turbo Graphics, 10 is PC Engine, and they're sort of the same, but they're treating it like separate games when they're not. Kind of like Mega Drive, like on the Genesis, you can have like the Japanese version of Sonic, where he's like, "Oh, that's my Japanese impression of Sonic." I don't know. Like the only thing that I saw there that stood out was Splatterhouse.
Yeah, so like that's the thing is there's not a roster there that's going to want to make me spend $100 on it.
Yeah.
However, it sounds like if you get it, it's a well done product. Is what I've gotten from the little bits of reviews I've watched.
So I've bought so far all the official minis consoles, including the PlayStation. Why? I don't like PlayStation. But I have been playing my Genesis a lot lately with my daughter, and this Nintendo I went back to because I really felt like playing Bubble Bobble the other day.
Nice.
After I saw the ad for the new one, I was like, I really want to play Bubble Bobble. What do you mean it's not on the Switch? So I played it on that instead. But yeah, I'll probably get the Turbo Graphics when it's like reasonably priced.
If it dropped, if it similar, I don't have any of them. Any of the minis.
Any of the minis? Yeah, that's weird.
Mm-mm.
Well, I have it on my shelf. Well, I used to have it on my shelf to say that I have it, but since I modded it, I actually play them.
Which is a change for you.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, it's because I put the games I want on there, and I did what you told me not to do, which is I removed all the bullshit games from the list. I'm like, Adam's Family? Oh, come on. I'm not going to touch this game. So I got rid of all the games. I'm like, fuck you. And only kept the ones that I'm like, somewhat fuck you. Like, I'll keep Legendary Wings. I love that game.
Okay. Yeah, like, get a nice list of 100, you know.
Yeah. I'm actually down to like 50.
That's good. That's good. When you got a nice tight list, it just means that it doesn't matter. Just, you're going to pick something good.
Yeah. So that makes me very happy.
Cool. Pro tip though, if you are doing that, have a thumb drive or a Google Drive or something where those files are. You do have all of the ROMs somewhere?
Yeah. 722 Sega Genesis ROMs I have.
Yeah, whatever.
On a hard drive. So,
but if you on those minis, it's best to just have like a real tight list. That's awesome. I'm glad that.
Yeah, because you don't want to be like, hey buddy, want to come over and play my NES Mini? He's like, sure. You're like, give me a second. That's you selecting. Next page.
And then it's like, what game do you want to play? And if you have a smaller amount of choices, you will actually pick something. If you have infinite choices, you'll never pick something. It's just.
Speaking of stupid, the Namco Museum is on sale for the Switch right now. I need your input here.
Okay.
Namco. I love Namco games. I love Pac-Man. Comes with Pac-Man. Comes with Dig Dug. Comes with Sky Kid.
I don't know Sky Kid.
I mean, it's good. Yeah, I don't know Sky Kid either. It comes with some other game, Rolling
Dig Dug
Thunder.
Is better, like real Dig Dug. At a cabinet, standing up, the glow of the CRT, like that.
So that's the thing with this museum thing. It's arcade versions of the game, and you can flip your Switch so it plays like the cabinet.
Nice. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So it's $10 on sale right now, $11.50 Canadian, on a Switch. And the thing is, I already own most of these games, but there's one game on there that I want, and I think it's worth it for this price alone. OG Splatterhouse, the arcade version. That was only available on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console on TurboGrafx and on the Splatterhouse remake. It came with the original 3 games.
I'm looking right now.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no other way to play this version of Splatterhouse. Now, I bought the original Splatterhouse on the Wii TurboGrafx emulation for $10 alone. So, kind of obvious that I should probably buy this Namco Museum. But you know what's stopping me from buying this Namco Museum?
What?
Final Fantasy VII is $80, and I can put this $10 towards that game and buy it. I also bought Toe Jam and Earl. That's on sale too for $4. Buy that shit too. It's online play. The remake.
Oh, on Switch.
I should do deals on this show because I'm always looking up deals.
You should.
I'm bringing
Tony
deals
used to
back.
be deals.
Yeah, I'm bringing deals back because I'm always looking for deals, and then I contemplate to myself for 20 hours. Like, hey, should I? $20? Maybe not. But yeah, $10 for the Namco Museum.
All right, I didn't see it right away. Let me just search for Namco. I
hope the sale's not over.
I want to get a. Wait a minute.
Buy it.
It's called Namco Museum.
I believe so. Namco Museum. Oh, the Disney Classic games are also on sale too.
Because I do have something called it says purchased, so I got it. Oh, wait a minute, there we go. Just straight Namco Museum. There's like a free Pac-Man thing I got.
Oh, Versus.
Yeah, here
Pac-Man
we go.
Versus.
Namco Museum.
So It comes with Pac-Man Versus as well, which was a game on the GameCube where all of you play as the ghosts. But this time you can use the Joy-Cons to play as the ghosts. But the crappy thing is you can see each other. Where on the GameCube, you use the Game Boy Advance to play as a ghost where other people can't see you.
This does. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. It's got an arcade Galaga. Fuck, dude. I'm absolutely buying this right
Galaga
now.
and Galaga 88 or whatever that one's called.
You know what? You know what's really a shame is Gorf is overlooked. I think it's because it's got a terrible name, but it's like it's in the Galaxian Galaga lineage or whatever, and it's amazing. Like it is.
Yeah.
But it never shows up anywhere.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, I just bought it.
Okay, I'm gonna buy it too. I'm gonna do it. Oh my god, we're doing it together. I'm gonna buy it too. Because it comes with Splatterhouse.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Well, that
Splatterhouse, the arcade version,
did it for me.
And Pac-Man Versus. Okay, fuck it. No, yes, I'm buying it. Okay, I'm doing it.
But
I'm gonna get coins.
I
bought it. Bought it. It's mine. I got Splatterhouse. I'm happy.
But now you're screwed. Oh no! When did I?
Fuck! I could have bought Final Fantasy VII with that money.
Could have bought Final Fantasy VII. You do not. Oh, I didn't go all the way through the purchase. I screwed something up.
Honestly, I've been looking at this for about a week now, going like every other game I have already. I have Dig Dug, Pac-Man, whatever on PS4, but this is like on the Switch and Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse alone worth it to me. Like that was sentenced weirdly. Like my emotions are all over the place. But Splatterhouse is the reason why I want this, because it's Splatterhouse, the original fucking arcade one. He doesn't have a stupid red mask.
Yeah,
he has a white mask.
I can't say that I remember. I don't know if I've ever played. I had to have on game or something. But I effectively have never played the arcade version.
It's awful, but I want it because I had it on the iOS for a bit. They had the original Splatterhouse on the iPhone, and then they got rid of it, fuckers. But yeah, it's terrible. You're gonna hate it. But man, Splatterhouse. Can't say no to Splatterhouse. On the go. Shit. I can't even play it on the go, even though it's modded everywhere else. So I don't know. I already bought it, so I can't change my mind now. Oh, it was $13. Goddamn Canadian currency.
Mine was $9.89 after tax. It was $10.56. There we go.
Mine was $13.04
what was the
after
other thing
tax.
you wanted me to buy for $5?
Toe Jam and Euro. Back in the groove.
I'll buy that too.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, the people who made the game on Twitter are really funny.
Yeah,
and they tend to be Toe Jam and Euro. So because I wrote on Twitter, hey, this game's on sale, and they retweeted me. So I was like, thanks.
$3.74. I have to.
Right? Yeah. I bought this game for $25 on the PS4 when it first came out, and I played it once. But oh my god, we could totally play together
we
now.
Can play 2 games together.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And I'm back on Rocket League. So just saying. I got my fix back on Rocket League and playing as DeLorean again. I had to give the Ghostbusters a break. Oh, that $10 could have went towards Final Fantasy VII, but fuck Splatterhouse. All it took was someone else to just kind of twitch and be like, I'm buying it.
It's a really good thing we weren't buddies in high school.
We'd have
gotten arrested.
I'm gonna get this tattoo.
Yeah,
do it,
dude. We'd have been in stupid trouble for sure.
That Namco Museum is originally $40, so it's quite the sale. I'd say.
I agree. It's 75% off. Your math is excellent.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, let's move on, man. Let's talk about not games we're buying, but let's talk about games we've been playing.
And for those listening, this is how it is every single time I buy a game for myself. I contemplate and yell at myself just like I did right now.
Yeah.
So I'll tell my wife about it. She won't respond, so I won't buy it because then I feel bad. But Scott reacted the way I wanted him to. That's all it took. That's why I brought it up. I was hoping
you would have been like,
yes,
nah, dude. Okay. Like, I am absolutely not drinking. I'm like, oh, fine. I was
like, have a beer. Okay, fuck
like,
it. Fine, why not?
I had this beer I was going to drink, though. And you're like, I'll have one. Okay.
Yeah. I'm very easy to manipulate.
And we're throwing up by it. All right. Let's talk about some games you've been playing. Speaking of buying stuff on the Switch, what have you bought that you played on it?
Okay, so I finished a game called Lydia on the Switch. I'm like I said, I'm going through my backlog. I deleted all the crap on my Switch, but there are certain games on there that I kept that I wanted to actually play. So Lydia is not really a game; it's more of a visual novel about a little girl and alcoholics.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. And it's actually like if you buy the game, I believe a small portion of the money goes towards the Lydia donation, which goes towards hospitals and kids with alcoholic parents, and It's actually quite beautiful. And the DLC in the game is just a straight up donation. So I bought the DLC for $3. I'm like, fuck it. The game was $2. Like, I'm like, I buy more coffee. Like, if I can donate through a game, like, sure, why not, right? So I recommend everyone buying it, even if the game's not really that good, because the game isn't really that good. I feel like an asshole saying this, but my critic comes out. It's about 45 minutes to play through. When I say it's not really that good, it's visually stunning and it sounds great, but it's literally just walking through and talking with dialogue. There's no like actual game. It's a story that you can just play through. So, but I was like sitting down. I'm like, all right, I got 3 hours ahead of me because I've been going to sleep late because of this whole coronavirus thing. I'm no longer waking up at 6. I wake up at 7:30, so I have time to actually stay up. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna make the whole night. I get my booze. Oh, the game is about alcoholics. I feel terrible, but it's already open. So I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna play it. And then 45 minutes, I was done. And I was like, didn't expect that to happen. So I checked that off the list. And the ending is incredibly depressing because it's all like, I don't want to ruin it for people, but it's very sad. And apparently there's like trigger warnings for people who have grown up, or like, I'm kind of lucky. My family grew up in this kind of environment, but not me, because I was the youngest out of everyone. So to me, I was just like, I don't like a video game, right? But I'm sure anyone else who has gone through this might be a little triggering. And
sure,
I didn't feel that. Speaking honestly about it, I didn't feel anything, to be honest, of the game except for the end. I just kind of went, how long are you? How long to beat? And it said 2 hours. It's not 2 hours, 45 minutes. I guess if you're a slow reader, I say just pick it up just to donate and then buy the DLC to donate. So that's Lydia.
Cool.
I can't say anything else because I'll spoil it. It's on the Switch, by the way. Another game I played is called omg-z, which is a PSP mini game. Remember those on the PSP? Yeah, they're just like independent games called minis, which are literally mini games. I got this one for review way back in the day, and I gave it a 10, and I still give it a 10. It's a stupid title, but it's a zombie game like think pachinko machines.
Okay.
So you have a bunch of like little zombies on the screen, and you have like 3 sniper shots. So if you shoot one zombie, that particular zombie will explode and explode the surrounding zombies around him. And you got to get all the zombies off the screen within the gun range. So the better you do, the more money you earn. The more money you earn, the better weapons you can get. So it's nothing more satisfying than shooting a zombie with a gun, having that zombie drop the gun, shoot another zombie that explodes, have that zombie explode 20 other zombies, have one of those 20 zombies with another gun, shoot that gun. It's just like you just see the screen just splat. Yeah. That's why I say it's like pachinko. It's just satisfying to see that ball go down and hoping that it does everything, or even like Peggle, when it hits all the little colors.
Yeah.
That's what kind of game this is. I did see there was an HD version available for the Vita. And I was like, I already bought you. I'm going to buy you again. Who cares? HD. But for those who want to try it, I recommend it. If it's $5, absolutely get it. It is so sad. Actually, I might even get it again for the trophies. I'll think about that.
Goodbye.
I beat it.
Final Fantasy VII.
Fuck Final Fantasy VII.
You'll never.
I'm never going to achieve my dream.
Never.
But yeah, honestly, get it. I don't know if you can still get it, but it's such a fun game. This is the game that I chose to play when my wife was in labor with my daughter. I was sitting in the hospital bed next to her playing this specific game.
All right.
Because I was like, it's short and sweet, and I can like pick it up and drop it if anything happens, right? So I'm sitting there while she's like, whoo, 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 and I'm there playing, oh my God, zombies.
Can you keep your breathing down a little bit? I like this song.
I'm like, you should see this. Look how many guys I killed. I'm very proud. Another game I played. I made it to number 1 on Tetris 99. Thanks. Thank you.
You were unlocked the Inviticus or whatever it's called.
Maximus?
Yeah.
I was so fucking happy because I went into like a zone while playing Tetris 99. I was like in. My daughter's like, Daddy. And I just heard, like I like how she's British sometimes. Sometimes she is. I was on the cloud and I was just like zoned in, nothing around me. I didn't hear a single, like I just heard it. It's like Saving Private Ryan when people get shot. It's like, Captain, what do we do now? That's all I heard. I was so into this game, and I was like, I wasn't even struggling. My lines were low. I wasn't worried. I wasn't looking at the score, nothing. I just kept going, kept playing, and I did it. and I made it to number 1. I felt so fucking satisfying, and I took 1,000 screenshots.
Yeah.
I shared it. I was like, holy shit! I legitimately felt proud.
That's how I felt. That was easily one of the top 5 accomplishments. Maybe behind being Contra without dying is getting first in Tetris 99.
Oh, it was so satisfying.
It's impressive to do. It
is. It really is. Because everyone's good at Tetris. And to be number 1 out of there's Korean people on there, man.
I would argue that you're probably, I think a Tetris 99 win right now might be more impressive than when I did it.
Oh, because there's more people on it?
Well, the only ones that are remaining are good, most likely. Of course, maybe they only play the Maximus. It doesn't matter. It's still really hard. So congratulations, man.
Thank you. I'm going to try the Maximus next, but I'm going to give Tetris because you know how Tetris starts. I'm going to play 1 round 3 hours later, and you're still sweating armpits and shit.
You'll be ready for a break. You'll just get them in the mood in a month or 2, and you'll go and play it and be like, oh, yeah, this game is still rad.
Yeah.
And you don't even care when you get knocked out. If you get a top 5, you're like, am I going to get another one? Oh, no. Hey, I got top 5. Hell yeah.
And Hannah watches me play as well, and she loves it. And she's really good at columns. She was playing columns in Sega Genesis.
You sent me that picture the other day for playing
She
columns.
loves it. That and Clay Fighter she loves.
I met one of the creators of Clay Fighters at a convention a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. I was like, the bullshit you made caused my brother and I to fight a whole bunch.
That's
I
awesome.
made some comment like that to him. And then later he posted on Facebook that I said that to him. He was all proud.
Oh, that's cool.
He's like, oh yeah, one of the guys. That was fun. I wasn't a podcast. I was helping my buddy in the arcade with that one. I think. No, never mind. I had press on that one.
Ooh, fancy press over here.
That was Toledo. It's not.
That's what?
It's not impressive because it was just Toledo, Ohio.
Still, press is press. I told you when I got free movie press tickets to watch Planes, right, from Disney.
I think so. Sounds familiar.
And I was all like, because they sent me an email saying, "Hey, you and a guest can watch Planes exclusive to PureNerds.com." I was like, "Fucking hey!" And I went to the movie theater early in the morning, and I was with my wife, and I was like, "Do you know who I am? That's who I am, Para Nerds." I was so proud to be like, "Oh, Kevin from Para Nerds, my guest. Thank you for my press." I was so I earned that, and the movie sucked, but I earned that.
It's fun.
Anyways,
congratulations, Tetris 99.
Thank you.
And you also have another impressive credits in this.
I beat Mario and Rabbids Mushroom, whatever it's called, Kingdom Battle Mushroom. What's it called? I wrote it down.
Mushroom Kingdom Battle.
Kingdom Battle.
Royale.
And holy shit! So remember we were talking about this game, and I was like, I didn't really click with me. But I was like, I got to go back and actually play the games I buy. And I'm not, at least I didn't think I was a huge fan of the tactics game, but I am.
Which it turns out.
I'm a big fan of it. I just downloaded XCOM for my Vita as well. I didn't buy it. It was free at some point. I don't know. Maybe I got a humble bundle. I don't remember buying it, but I have it. Anyways, and I hate the rabbits. I hate the rabbits. They remind me of minions.
Yeah.
And I hate the minions, who also remind me of those little guys from Mega Man. Tronbons? The little yellow guys? They also look like minions.
The worker helmets.
Yeah. They're all minions. They're all just stupid fucking collection of stupid. And people love stupid.
Yes.
And I hate the minions. And I hate that's what rabbits are.
That's what you like about.
Sorry. So I had a lot of things going against it, and holy shit, I beat the whole game. I was gonna do some of the challenges, but I'm like, 10 out of 10 completed. Oh, there's more. No, I'm good. I don't care about the museum in this game. I'm good. I was gonna buy the DLC, but again, credits rolled. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I loved it, and I stuck with only 3 characters, which was Mario. I hate that you couldn't get rid of Mario. You always had to have him as in your party.
I feel like I was Mario, Peach, and Luigi is who I always used.
Mine was Mario, Peach, and Ron Jeremy, which is the Mario rabbit who looks just like Ron Jeremy. Really freaky. He has the big bug eyes and everything, and the overalls and the dirty mustache. Ron Jeremy's a troll. I can't stand that guy. I get it. He's got a big dick, but you know who else does? Not this guy. But yeah, I beat the whole game. The last boss was a bag of farts, like most last bosses are. Because I hate when you're like, oh, I have one guy left and I fucking killed him. What do you mean you're getting more health? What do you mean there's more enemies on the screen? What do you mean I only have one guy left?
Yeah.
So I died a couple of times with him, especially because at the last boss, Bowser turns into spoilers. You hit him, he has a shield. You hit it, shield goes off. His turn, puts back on shield. Then it's your turn. You hit him, shield disappears, goes to him, puts back on shield. Your turn. Like I was like, okay, there's no ending to this. Did I fuck up? Are all three characters supposed to last? So I think that was a bug in the game, is what I'm trying to say. So, anyways, I did it. I beat it. I love the ending. I love the game. I want more. This is impressive. Didn't the creator of this like cry at some sort of event? Because like,
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you if you remembered when it was like the VGAs or something kind of a.
and Shigeru Miyamoto was on stage talking about how much he appreciated the game, and the guy's like,
Yeah, with the was it Eve's guy from Ubisoft. It was those two were on stage, and then they panned to the creator in the front row, looking at Miyamoto talk about his game. It was very touching.
Just like,
it was very sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I finished that game. I was so happy.
You should be.
And I was happy but sad because I really didn't want to end the game. It was only 4 worlds, which I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm either at the end of the 3rd and starting the 4th or something like that. I felt like I was about. I'm definitely in the 3rd. I felt like I was in the 60-ish%. Not that I don't remember if they had that. I remember feeling like I'm more than halfway through, but this is getting kind of hard, and something else caught my attention.
There was a lot of head scratchers too, which sometimes I'm not in the mood for a puzzle.
Yeah.
So I'm playing a game and then a puzzle appears. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't want to do this right now. Then I try looking up the solution, but I can't find where I am in the walkthrough. I'm like, I don't know, rabbit with fucking pink hair. you control F it, that doesn't show up. You're like, I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
I don't know how to look this up. And then I'll just like pick it up the next day and solve the puzzle. But sometimes there's a puzzle for like a mystery box. I'm like, I don't really care what's in the box. I don't care about the museum.
Yeah.
I don't want the soundtrack. Let me just get it through with it. A lot of replay value, but I'm like you. Once we see those credits, it's really hard for me to go back to a game once those credits roll. It's like after like, sorry to be dirty, but it's like after sex, where you're just like, oh, done. Don't touch me. Like, it's just like that. I'm like, I don't want to touch you. I don't want to see you. We're good.
Call me in the morning. All
Anyways,
right.
those are all the games I played.
Cool. Well, I picked up Torchlight 2 on the Switch. I'm trying to play with some buddies.
That's like Diablo, right? I've heard great things about this game, but I've never played Diablo or played dungeon crawlers. At least I don't think I have.
It's good. It's Diablo 3. It plays great on the Switch, so I'd recommend it.
It's on sale right now too, right? Like $20.
Something like yes. I think I paid 16 for it, maybe.
Yeah,
15 or 16. And then I don't know what my luck is, dude. It fucking happened again in Ori. I lost my save. Despite there being cloud backups, there was a syncing error between PC and Xbox, and I deleted to try to clean out my
you
PC.
do what I did with Corpse Party.
Yeah.
Where you just like delete it, come back, please.
And then it sunk the deletion, not sync the save files. So luckily, I did some testing on the PC I'm on right now, and this one has a save file on it. I was at 60 some odd % through the story, dude. I was really making a lot of progress. I think I was really. I'm disappointed in the chunk of progress I lost and where I've got to come back to. It's better than starting all over, but it's like, what in the fuck happened? I lost my save last time on Ori.
Yeah.
And they look like they put in provisions.
Say what? Sorry?
They put in all these provisions to help with that. And
yeah, they have like 5 backups. Yeah, that sucks.
So, Ori's really good.
Especially if you do side quests. Like,
oh, yeah.
Do, like,
and I've been.
And then you're like,
oh, yeah.
And then you go back, you're like, I don't want to do that.
I had, like, on the bottom, you get orbs. Mana orbs, basically, and health orbs, right?
Yeah.
I had the fucking screen filled on the bottom. And when I saw how many I had in this save, it felt like I was starting back at the beginning again.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I'm taking a little bit of a break for it. It's amazing.
That sucks. That's unfortunate, man.
So, all right. Well, let's get to comments because I'm done talking about what I've been playing. This week, we did get some stuff from Demez. Commenting on our last episode, he had wanted to give some clarification on his statement of Duke Nukem Forever is better than Doom Original. He says, I've been trying all week on how to best put it into words, and now thought of it. If you took a modern piece, what did you say?
I'm listening.
Oh, I thought you said pussy. I'm like, why is he a pussy for that?
Oh,
right? That's what I was like, what did you say? Obviously, I misheard you. When he says, if you took a modern PC back in time to when Doom was out, and you got yourself 10,000 PC gamers, and you showed them all Doom and Duke Nukem Forever, I guarantee almost 100% would be blown away and say Duke Nukem Forever is the better game. We have better graphics, better control, better sound, bigger, better, more interesting bosses, vehicles, and you can pull poop out of the toilet and toss it around. Doom is more loved because of nostalgia and how good it was for its time, but Duke Nukem Forever is more advanced and a better gameplay by almost any metric you could apply. So it's not a fair fight.
Technically speaking, yes, you are correct.
Not a fair fight, but that's what he meant. It sounded like he had a hot take. Do you remember us being like, whoa?
No, I remember.
Okay.
This kind of feel like he's backing up a bit. Going, technically, yes, you are right. If you're to compare Doom, 1994, I come back to the past. I'm like, Marty, I gotta show you this game for the future. Forget this Doom. And I show you Duke Nukem Forever. You're gonna be like, holy shit.
I don't know if he's backpedaling. I think that's what he meant from the beginning.
Oh. Well, then I should listen more. I'm sorry.
Micro Machines guy, John Moshita Jr. voiced Blur in Transformers.
Not Soundwave. Blur, right. Makes sense.
Mario
right.
Sunshine is awesome. You still jump and pound, but the wash is also a jetpack.
Oh, okay. Because we were trying to figure out what kind of gameplay it is, so we made it up.
Yeah. I beat Mario 64 in 2000 on an emulator on my PC. I don't know how that was possible. It was 166 megahertz Pentium 1 emulator called Corn, C-R-N. Or Corn or Kern. I don't know which one. He says Corn was crap mostly, but played Mario 64 full speed perfectly. And almost
how did it look?
And it played almost no other N64 games properly. If he's saying that it ran perfectly, it looked fine.
Huh.
He would have commented on that.
I got an emulator for my Vita for N64, and I was playing Mario 64 on it, and it's really hard to play because there's a lot of buttons missing. So I'm like, ooh.
He says, I always beat Double Dragon on the arcade with 1/4, literally elbow smash every enemy in the game.
Really?
Yeah, news to me. That's cool.
Impressive.
Because Double Dragon just came out again. There was like an arcade collection or something that there was like a bundle or something. There was stuff in there.
The Double Dragon trilogy on the iPhone.
Maybe that's what it was. I know we mentioned Double Dragon recently. And then lastly, he's like, it doesn't.
You don't listen to your own show like I do?
Well, clearly you need to listen to more than once because you don't remember anyways, right? Neither of us remember what we're talking about or what we've talked about.
At the moment.
Or previously. I trust you more than me, though, because you've listened before. All right, it doesn't matter if Master System graphics are more capable and can be better. The sound objectively murders the ears, ruining the experience. Fact.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Then add that it doesn't have the games. It just had a few awesome games in total. Double fact. We were kind of talking about Master System a bit.
Because the Wonder Boy Dragon Trap.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're blown away by how pretty it looks, but...
Well, I mean, there's a game called, Global Domination, Global Defender, I want to say. And the beginning of the game, this is the sound it makes. It's all these like techno music gibberish. I love that game.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the 60s sitcom, like a James Bond or Mission Impossible, like da 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 da.
It does sound like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they were basing it off.
So thank you for the input on the Master System stuff, because
Yeah. I miss Master. That I had nostalgia for, the Master System.
Even with the shitty sound that murdered your ears.
Yeah, because remember how we say Sega doesn't allow us to be nostalgic for these things, but the Master System itself, I feel like it's like their redheaded child. Like they never really acknowledge it. They always acknowledge the Genesis, the Dreamcast, but the Saturn and the Mega Drive and the Master System. Because I had a Master System, and I remember there were like free games that you get if you press like a bunch of combination of the controls. You get a motorcycle game, a snail maze game. I want to say.
Yeah, they had built-in games. I thought.
Yeah,
Alex
and
Kidd
I remember those.
I think there were some that had Alex Kidd as the built-in game.
And I want to say Rampage as one of them too.
I hadn't heard that, but I don't know.
Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I owned the cartridge, but yeah, like the cover. When I look at a box of a Master System game, I'm like, what a beautiful, ugly box. It's so empty.
Beautiful, ugly box. The white and the thin black lines. Looks.
Yeah, and then you look at the actual cartridge, and it has this red thing on the top with just the name. Nothing beautiful about it. I love it.
It's a square fat mushroom cartridge.
Yeah, and you look at the actual console, and it has this weird ass triangle that I don't know what it does, and then next to it is like a weird ass rectangle. I don't know what that does either. But I love it. But there's no nostalgia for. I mean, I have nostalgia for it, but there's no like I've never seen it out and about.
Yeah,
like at a flea market or something. I never see the Master Games anywhere really.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
It is.
Bring fucking Master Mini, stupid Sega.
Careful what you ask for, Kevin.
$130. I'll buy it.
Final Fantasy VII, getting back of the line. You've been removed from the cart again.
I just want Chopper Rescue? Chopper Runner? Hungry Chopper. That helicopter game where you rescue people. Chopper? Chopper Hop. Rescue Chopper.
Rescue Chopper. Yes, that's what it was called for sure, definitely.
Chopper. I'm pretty sure it was Chopper.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, I know a video game about choppers rescuing people, but I have no recollection of what that is. So, all right, man. Well, hey, let's call it a show for the week. I want to thank everybody very much for listening. If you'd like to get a hold of us, our email address is classicleet@gmail.com. If you would like to...
Choplifter.
Sorry. Thank you.
That's the name of the game.
Social media handle is Classic Elite, Classic L337 everywhere. Did I say classicleet@gmail.com?
Choplifter.
Play Choplifter. That's what matters. Thank you to Ben Lannis and Cubby for the music that we use. Links are in the description. We have Amazon affiliate links that if you'd like to just support us, you can buy stuff through Amazon. If you click on our link first, anything you buy will get a small commission. And if you click on any products we have linked specifically, we get a higher commission. So that's going to be it for the show. I want to thank everybody very much for listening to episode 316 of the Classic Elite Podcast. And we'll see you next week for episode 317. Bye, Choplifter. Right.
I'm so disappointed. That was episode 316 and we didn't make one Stone Cold Steve Austin reference.